So last time I looked, there's 20 of you that subscribed
got 20
to
people.
our channel. We want to do a special thanks, and to do a special thanks, we are going to go ahead of schedule and go ahead and film here at Porsche.
Let's do it.
So let's go ahead and get started with the two cars that we got today, the Macan and the Cayman. So let's have fun.
Don't you call me pudgy, portly, or stout, cause tell me once again, who's fat?
So, Than got the big stick, well, intentionally on this one. His is the Macan. So let's go ahead and give an overview of that one. The Macan S has 12 different colors with 2 different custom colors, 11 rims, 8 interior colors. The PDK transmission can help get 17 to 23 miles per gallon. It has 340 horsepower with 339 torque and a 0-60 in 5.2. It is also a all-wheel drive crossover. The GTS, a little bit bigger, it's the biggest of the 3. It's 12 different colors with 2 different custom type colors, 10 different rim types, 10 different interior colors. The PDK on that one can go as well, it hits the MPG the same as the S, which is 17 to 23. But it has 360 horsepower with 369 torque, and it goes 0 to 60 in 5 flat. And as well, it's an all-wheel drive. And, well, since we're done with that, let's go ahead and see if we fit inside. Always getting aside a little side note right here. The Porsche, one of my favorite cars, yes. It's usually anybody's, but it's blue. Blue.
The pretty blue. So, for being an SUV type, it's a little more cramped than what I'm used to. Center console is just a hair too big. My legs rubbing up against it. Can barely reach the pedals. And seatbelt, always important. You have to wear a seatbelt because you definitely don't want to get pulled over. Seatbelt's nice fit, really comfortable there. To do with the door closed, we tried that a little bit ago and we'll also try again, but
shuts really nicely. So, it might be a little bit too big for this one, considering he's 6'5" and 400 and some odd pounds, and I'm holding something weird. Where the hell did this come from?
So with the door closed, my legs actually rubbing up against the door handle right there. So yeah, it's a nice car, but for tall guys, it's just a bit too small compared to the other SUVs.
So, as for the back seat, while Nan's got in his position, it's a little bit tight back there. It's actually kind of difficult to get in because I already did a dry test to see if I could fit, and I really don't want to do it again. But it's will fat fit, so go ahead and shove me in here.
Shove it in.
Yeah. Now, as for getting in, it's great. The height is perfect. The seats are really comfortable. They hug me quite nicely. They don't let me slide around too much. They are leather, so sliding is inevitable. But as you can tell, the trunk is about this big. And it's a little bit deeper than what we're actually making it look like currently because of our fat selves. And for it being a crossover, that is a nice trunk. It also has a privacy shelf, so that's why we're not all the way inside of it. And he's got 2 little buttons here. Honest to God, I have no idea what either of them. I know what one of them does, but the other one I don't know.
I press the button. Can't press the button. I want to press the button. Oh,
no, you can't press the button because I did.
Bastard.
The blue Porsche Macan. I'm freaking happy it's blue, and I love the car in general. Now, I know I said that I don't do the key fobs at all because it should be standard knowledge, and there's nothing really new about them. But I'm going to go ahead and do the key fob for this one. Because one, it's in the shape of a Porsche. and it's got the logo up front with the buttons and the panic button on the back. That in its own right was enough to just say, you know what, throw it in the shot. Go ahead and see what it's like. But there's the Macan. Next up is going to be the Porsche Cayman. Just go inside.
Woo! Break time!
This is the Porsche Cayman, and I've never been happier sitting inside of an automobile. As for Than, though,
Yeah.
as you could tell,
Yeah, he's not fitting in here, so this one's gonna be all me.
Yep.
so the 718 Cayman comes in 16 colors with 16 different interior colors, 8 different rim types, has 300 horsepower with 280 torque. It comes in a manual as well as the PDK transmission, 0 to 60 in 4.9, and has an MPG with the PDK at 22 city, 30 highway. The S model is same amount of colors, same amount of interior, but has 6 different rims, has 350 horsepower with 309 torque, manual and PDK as well. These are both mid-engine rear-wheel drive cars. The S has a 0 to 60 of 4.4, and the PDK version has an MPG of 21 city, 28 highway. As for me getting inside the car, quite lovely. I like it. Got to kind of scoop my foot in there because I want to be careful, not mine. But easy in, like a glove. And I'm happy in here. I'm so happy. I get the steering wheel easily in my position, right about there. So that way I can easily grip it. I got plenty of leg room because I'm swinging down near the bottom. Can't really see it. But in my current seating position, and the seat does go a little bit further back. So, it fits wonderful for somebody my size. Doesn't fit Than, he's a bit too tall, and honestly, unfortunately, he's also a bit too fat. But that's why it's called a will fat fit. Now, let's go ahead and look at the boot, or the trunk. All right, so the engine bay is actually right here. This is not the trunk. You do have a little room here for a couple small weekly groceries. But the engine, just in case you people, some of you don't know this,
What do you mean, you people?
the engine is right here, underneath this little padding. That's where it sits.
Ooh, it's perfect.
That's what makes it a mid-engine rear-wheel drive. Where the actual trunk is in the front, so let's go ahead and go up here. Onto the trunk, which is in the front.
Yay, he got it up.
Now, if my wife was here, she'd fit in here. As for how deep it is, showing you a little leg, but all the way up to my kneecap. That's awesome. So for the Cayman, the 718 Cayman, yeah, it is my fat friendly by far. If you're about 6 foot, it'll be still friendly for you. But once you start passing 6'2", roughly, it becomes there's really no headroom.
You ain't cut up for eggs to fit in.
All right, so we got done with the Porsche, and I'd like to give a special thanks to
Richard Lobato, Porsche of Albuquerque. We're located at 8900 Pan American Freeway Northeast, just north of Alameda on the frontage road as you go northbound. Please stop on in if we can be of assistance, answer any questions, get you information. We have a great service department for any of your Porsche needs. We'll look forward to having you come by and see us.
We're going to be coming back later on, hopefully, if we've done a good job, and they actually liked us having us here. So today on Will Fat Fit, we did the Porsche Macan, the Macan and the Cayman. As for the Macan,
So I fit in relatively not too nicely compared to my Chevy. Equinox, yes, that one. So the Macan just didn't quite fit in as well as I was hoping for.
Yeah, it's unfortunately he was a little bit too long in the legs and a little bit too pudgy, unfortunately.
Long legs.
As for me fitting into it, as you saw, it was actually quite nice. I do like sitting in it a lot.
Shorty.
So if you're about 6, I'd say 6'2" and under, your height would be a bit less of an issue for the
All you damn short people.
Macan. Yes. And if you're closer to about 300 in roundness, you'll be fine. As for the Cayman, unfortunately, we could not get him inside of it because it was too cramped for his height and for his size. Unfortunate, I would have loved to have seen him in the driver's seat of the Cayman, but that wasn't going to happen. If you can, do the stuff below, like I already said.
Yeah, we love you. The whole
feedback.
10 people.
20.
20.
We have
okay.
20 of you right now.
So we
Much
love
love.
15 of you.
So yeah, just info at the bottom. Tell us what you want us to do. Maybe how we can improve. Other than that, thanks.
Please don't break the $80,000 car. Have you figured it out yet?
No, actually.
Ladies and
great.
gentlemen, our car guy trying to figure out how to open the trunk.
Ho ho! We got it!
See you later.